Welcome back to another Ontrack training video. Today we're going to be talking about surviving an Ontrack with a mobile app. For today's discussion, we're going to take it from two different approaches. We're going to do it from a technician perspective, and we're also going to do it from an owner-operator perspective. From a technician perspective, when there's a CSR that's inside of the office that's scheduling jobs for you, oftentimes your jobs are automatically scheduled. Let's go ahead and take a look at our app. I've got my app right here. We're going to go ahead and look, if I'm a technician, I'm going to pull up my schedule for the day. Let's just say that today is December 28th, and I've got one appointment for the day. And I can look down from this view and I can see anybody else that's there. I can pull up my appointment right there by clicking on the appointment itself, and it's going to bring up my appointment window. Once I'm inside of the appointment window, I can see where the address is. And I can pull up my Google Maps right there with my addresses. I can see where that job is located based off of me, tells me the distance, and I can also get directions. That's just from Google Maps, going that way. Coming back to the actual app there, I can, as soon as I pull up to the customer's house, I'll go ahead and check in. And once I check in, I guess I was checked into another appointment there, but once I'm checked into that appointment, it's going to start a timer, and that's going to help everybody get the understanding of how long I've been on that job. And pulling up to the customer's house, I'll go ahead and bring up the estimate that was created for me as when the CSR actually scheduled the job. And coming in, I'll have that in there, and I'll knock on the customer's door. Can you direct me to the areas that you'd like to have clean? And I'll start taking notes on the consultation worksheet. I'll bring up an image of the consultation worksheet here. This is proven to have a 30% higher job average for the franchisees that use it than those that don't. So I still recommend using the paper consultation worksheet. And even though my invoices are going to be paperless, I'm still going to have that consultation worksheet. And I'll go through, hey, would you mind pointing out the areas that you'd like me to pay special attention to? And whatever the customer says, the carpet is dirty and matted down, I'll notate that on the invoice. Or I've got fingernail polish by the nightstand, there's a bit of an odor. I'll ask those questions, take notes. And as I'm going through, on the bottom of that consultation worksheet, I'll be able to put in this basic cleaning price. They wanted 3 rooms, $150. I'll put that in. And I'll also go ahead and add items, and I'll put in my protectant. The cost of my protectant. We'll put in the quantity of 3 right there. And that makes it so I'll be able to write in this new price of $225 for the stain fighter package. And I'll also go ahead and add in the anti-allergen, which is our fresh and free. Change that to a quantity of 3 as well. And that makes it so in that third part of the 3-tier invoice, I'll be able to write in that new price of $285. I am charging tax here on my carpet cleaning. I can take that off here as well if I wanted to. Uncheck that, depending on whether or not you're charging taxes or not. We'll keep this simple and not charge taxes here. But now I've got everything updated there at $285. I can put that in on my Healthy Home package. And I can add in PERT or whatever else, other services that I'm going to be doing inside of the home, do my UV light inspection. I find and I uncover that pet urine removal treatment, and I can go in. I have it in my favorites right there. I'll go ahead and add my PERT in. There's 20 spots, maybe 19 spots, so that's still enough for 2 treatments. So I'll do 2 right there for 2 treatments, and we've got them added into the invoice. And where I have $150, I can write $150 underneath each of my prices for basic cleaning, stain fighter, and Healthy Home. But I have $435 for Healthy Home. If I wanted to if the customer ended up saying no to anti-allergen, I can delete that, and I can write in the as soon as this updates, I can write in the $375 price, or if you are kind of doing math, you can write in those things. But now it's time for my professional recommendation for that customer. My professional recommendation is that we get your carpets clean. That'll help with that dirty and matted down look. That'll also help with some of the spots and spills that you're able to point out, the coffee spill in the living room and the kind of the milk, whatever spill, the tea spill, the juice spill. It'll help with that. But I also do recommend the application of protectant. This goes above and beyond and make it so your experience is so much more satisfactory. And the fact that it'll give you a greater window of opportunity that should any of these spills happen, you'll be able to get those cleaned up yourself with some water and a towel. This protectant will go on as we're performing the cleaning, and that makes it so the carpet is protected from the base of the fiber to the tip of the fiber, and not just the top of the fibers. We're also going to apply our pet urine removal treatment. We've been able to identify that there's been some pet accidents and the odors coming from the pad and the subfloor. Just by cleaning your carpet, it's going to be able to clean up the carpet fibers, but that's not going to solve the odor issue, which is the pad and the subfloor. And so after we present this professional recommendation, present everything at once, looking for one yes, not many yeses. Customer says, oh, $375, that sounds great, let's go ahead and do it. Or they say, oh, that's a little bit expensive. Is there anything you can do? And I was like, well, we don't have to protect your carpet. We can go into our app, we can delete the protectant. Yes, delete on that, and that'll make it so that price goes down to $300. I'm like, no, I really wanted that protectant. Can we go ahead and put that back in? Or let's go ahead and do that one. Yeah, we can go ahead and put the protectant back in there. And let's go ahead and get started. Now, my personal preference is to still do paper disclosures with the customer. At this point, we'd have them sign those paper disclosures. There is a way that you can have the disclosures signed electronically, but I do not like that way, and I'll show you that one-on-one if you'd like. I do recommend paper disclosures at this point in time. But that's surviving an Ontrack as a technician so far. So we do the job, and then we're gonna once the job is complete, we're gonna go ahead and go back over here, head back into the appointment, and we're going to hit the complete button right there, and that's going to give us a task list. We're going to go to invoice overview, and if that's everything that we need, and that looks good, capture images. We can take pictures of that paper invoice that we just did, or we can do some before and after pictures. I'm not going to do a picture today. We'll hit check out of appointment, and that stops our timer. Convert work order to invoice, and that tells the system that the work has been complete. We'll collect the signature, and this is the same process for doing disclosures as well. And what it does is it adds on a second page to this for the disclosures. But you'll hit that sign button, and gives that customer the opportunity to sign their name, and then you move and place the signature wherever you need it. I know you can copy and place it where I need the initials, and I can copy and place it again. And that's exactly what happens with the disclosures, and that's why I feel like you do need paper disclosures, because there's less of a chance for the customer to say, oh, I didn't sign that. Okay, collect the signature, then you can apply the payment, and this takes them off of any accounts receivables list. Here shortly we'll be able to accept credit and debit cards with the mobile app, but until then we're just recording the payments. Say I had a Square account. This is not going to process it through Square. I'm just recording an Ontrack that I did do the appointment. And I can send the customer an email. We'll go ahead and load our template. Thank you, invoice attached. Got that in there. And the attachment's already there, and we'll hit the checkbox to get it sent. And then we'll mark the appointment as complete. I'm finished with the appointment. Because I didn't capture images, it's going to be at 90%, and that's fine. Okay, that's how to survive as the technician Scheduling jobs is pretty simple as well. If you came to the schedule, you can go anywhere on there and you can click in any space, and it'll bring up your quick add for you to fill out your first name, last name. I probably already have somebody in here. I got Luke Skywalker, so if it's already a customer, I can put them in there. If I fill it out, then I fill it out. Select the account, select the lead source. Oh, no, PPC. I got to put the C there, otherwise I say something else. And then I got them all scheduled in on that. If I wanted to add in the work order, then I go back into the appointment and I can put in those items for the work order. Add item, we'll do carpet cleaning again, and we'll do 3 rooms at $50 a room. And it's scheduled. It's that easy. Getting it in there, quick, easy, painless. Again, feel free to reach out to the Service Monster team or myself for any further tips, tricks on how to utilize the mobile app. Have a good day, guys.